Hey guys, in this video, we're going to talk about AMD. Now, we're currently trading at 85.80, and on the daily chart, you can see that we had a nice sell-off after we hit those 95s here about 2 weeks ago or so. If we dig in deeper here, you can see that basically we went up, we touched 95, and then just sold off sharply, a little bit of consolidation, and then these past 4 sessions, basically the past week, was just a pretty large sell-off. So going forward, what are we looking at? Well, this 85.50 range is what we're targeting right now for some sort of a base. If we can't not hold there, it will be this 200-day moving average. That's currently trading right at 84.73. And then below that, we're looking at this 82.50 area or the 50-day moving average, whichever one does come first. That 50-day moving average is currently trading at 82.69. And we have our support resistance line here at 82.55. So basically around 82.50, that area. If we do breach these 85.50s, that will probably be the main support, but watch out, you might have a little something here at that 200-day moving average. Resistance wise, what we're looking at, well, there's really nothing in between here and the 89, so you should have a nice clean shot back up there if we do get a bounce. Watch out for some consolidation first. The RSIs at 50 stochastics are getting oversold, but we do have to reset these RSIs here on the daily first before we do work our way back up to those 89.30s. Watch out for this 9-day EMA as well. You can see that held a lot of weight these past 3 sessions of this past week. So that will also be a little area that we do need to overcome before we're working our way higher. But again, I think it's all going to be around these 85.50s that we're currently trading at. And below that, it will be this 82.55 mark. We do have earnings coming up next week, so that might have a little play into a little run up into earnings, and we are a little catalyst. So it'll be interesting to see how all this plays out, especially if the market does pull back. It's going to be interesting to see if all these big name tech stocks that have earnings coming up, if they're going to pull back as well. I mean, because you had that big rift between the NASDAQ and the spiders, and then everything kind of consolidated and converged back. And now it's going to be interesting to see how earnings affects just basically the overall markets, as well, each and individual tech stock. So again, just be aware of all that as you're playing these stocks that do have earnings coming up either this week or next week. AMD has earnings coming up July 27th after market. IV in here, IV rank right around 24, raw IV of around 38%. That gives you a $3 move by this Friday. Next Friday, that's your earnings cycle, $6 expected move. Your IV pops a little bit to 51% in there. So not a whole lot of IV for an earnings play coming up in 2 weeks, but there's still a little bit of juice in here, especially with that IV rank at 24. And obviously it got juiced up a little bit because of this pullback the last week. So overall, just a couple things to be aware of in here when you are playing this, but it's all going to be about this 85.50 range. Watch this 50-day moving average as well in that 82.55, and then see if we can get a nice little pop above that 9-day EMA, and then maybe run up into earnings perhaps. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to check us out on our social media. We have attached the links to our socials in the description, and we also have a trading service if you're interested. There's more information in the description below.